Let's get right into it, man. I mean, March Madness has been going on. It's been going crazy. Respectfully, man, for both the men's and the women's. Obviously, I talked to you before this. You're not really a guy that's into that, but you know the top players for the men's side. You know, obviously Cooper Flagg, man. The dude is a generational prospect, man. Everybody knows this. He's been going off the entire tournament, man. The things that he's doing in his first year as a freshman at Duke is something we haven't seen since, like, Zion Williamson, man.
Yeah.
I mean,
right now they at the Final Four.
They are. I'm pretty sure, going up against Houston. Mm-hmm. And then the other conference, Auburn versus Florida. I'm pretty sure it's the first time ever in the history of the tournament where all number one seeds all met up in the Final Four. So that says something about March Madness to you, man. Every number one seed from every bracket got to the Final Four. But specifically Duke, they've been my go-to team to make the national championship and to win the national championship just because they got such a generational guy at number one in Cooper Flagg, man. And obviously the depth of that team is amazing. 3-point percentage has probably been a career high for the first time in years for them. They lead the nation in total defensive turnovers as well. They're just a very, very stacked team, to say in general, man. I mean, it just seems like they've been going off for like a hot minute right now, man.
Yeah, looking at these stats, oh my God.
Yeah, you see the averages?
Yeah, 3-point percentage, Jesus. Yeah, they are looking like, Duke is looking like a huge 3-point percentage team right here.
I'm telling you, you haven't seen stuff like that since, like, back in the day when you had, like, guys like Jason Tatum, guys like, trying to remember that one good shooter back in the day. I can't think of the top of my head. I'm not an OG Duke fan whatsoever. But back when they used to have all those stars of NBA players back in the day, recent years they've been slacking. I'll say that they haven't been as good in years past, but this year they have such a hot resurgence, which is typical when you have such a good draft class, rising seniors, stuff like that. I mean, you could see. Just look at the minutes per game for everybody else compared to Cooper, man.
Yeah, these are all like
and like look at their averages too. I mean, shoot, 60% from the field for a lot of them. I'd say the averages are like 50% from the field goal too. And then like you see the 3-point percentages as well, man. It's just like they're a dominant team.
Duke is looking very dominant from the perimeter right now. And then Houston has its struggles, but it does have a couple players that are like really good. We got Walker Jr. right here averaging like 50% from 3-point right now. Who was it? I'm about to butcher names. Uzan?
Wait, I'll try to see on the score. Wait, what?
Am I tweaking?
Uzan? Just say it by the last name. Uzan. I think it's Uzan.
Yeah. I definitely butchered his name. 44.5% from 3-point. We got Sharp, 41.5 from 3.
He's deadly, bro. I'm telling you.
Yeah, so like, it's a good matchup, but I definitely have Duke on that, taking this one and then moving forward.
So who do you have in the national championship then? I mean,
what do you mean, like the finals?
Yeah, the final two, and then who's the winner of that outcome of the final two?
Okay.
I mean, it's only 4 teams, man.
I'm not really like a huge March Madness guy or like a college ball guy.
I get it. You said that before.
But let me see. So I definitely got Duke taking Houston. Definitely like Cooper Flagg has been having an outstanding season, huge factor, and he's just a beast. Like 6'9", dude, like
number 1 overall pick if he does declare, man.
We also got to go into that number 1 pick too.
Yeah, we have to talk about that.
That's
huge. Wild.
Let's check out Auburn real quick. Okay.
They won the SEC, I'm pretty sure, this year. Probably the unanimous best team in the SEC. Career highs for field goal percentage. They have a little bit of slacking, I'd say, at parts in the year, but usually they have been looking stellar as a team when all together. They've been having some problem with some injury issues as well when it was like the earlier parts of the season. But still, they've been excelling. But at the end of the day, Florida, they've been in that team too, man. Just with all due respect. Another team, I think, is like second in the SEC behind them. But at the same time, I feel like when they're healthy compared to when like Auburn's healthy, Florida takes that edge, respectfully. That's my opinion.
Yeah, I'm kind of seeing that too. Like Florida's dominating all across like the stat board and stuff like that.
They have their dogs, man.
But Auburn, I wouldn't count them out.
I wouldn't count them out either, man.
I think it's gonna be like a good. I'd say it'll be a good game.
It will be a very splendid
competitive game.
But my picks have always been from day one, Florida versus Duke in the national championship game. I don't know how it was gonna happen, but I knew it was gonna happen that sort of way. And I always will take Duke at the end of the day, man.
All right. Well, then looks like all right. So I agree with Duke. I don't think I got any. Listen,
excuses with Duke.
Gotta see my boy, for sure. Cooper Flagg, definitely like championships. But I don't know. I think again, not huge on March Madness. I'll just take Auburn then. He got Florida. I'll take Auburn. So, I'll see y'all next week. Hopefully Auburn's in the championship.
We'll have to disagree on that, man. I don't know about that. Auburn in the national championship over Florida. I mean, they're
I'll just
a good
take
team.
the underdog.
They're a good team. Don't get me wrong. I'm just saying, like that's kind of wild to say. But I'll give it to you.
It is. I mean, cut me some slack. I don't. You know what I'm saying? I got no information. This is my first time seeing it. I'm probably not even getting the stats right.
You're not even gonna see
I'm
a
just
game
looking
past this, bro.
This is probably gonna be my first game, March Madness.
But this is gonna be a first game.
Yeah.
We're gonna count it. You're gonna say it to the
First game. First game. When I'm back, I'll come back. Stats. I'll let y'all know how it went. We'll be chilling.
I'm hopeful, yes I am hopeful for today. Take this music and use it, let it take you away.
I'm telling y'all, bro. I'm increasing people's ball knowledge up in here, man. I'm telling you, bro.
Alright, come on now.
No, because I'm just saying, at times, bro, during practice, you're like, yo, you doing this wrong. You doing the screen, you gotta go better defense. Get your hips up together. I'm just like, yo, I gotta bestow this knowledge to you. I gotta bestow this knowledge.
Listen, if you playing too much defense with your hands, you definitely gonna get into foul trouble.
Oh, man. Get a load of this guy right here, man.
Anyways, forget about that. We on the number one pick right now. Where do you think Cooper Flagg is headed if he were to go into the NBA?
Man,
Where do you think it's a good fit, too?
There is a lot of interesting teams, man. A lot of interesting teams in the mixes because, like, obviously the season isn't over yet. We still got around 2 weeks left to go. But, I mean, there's certain situations where if you look at, like, the standings and stuff like that, there are some good teams where this guy could go to. I mean, right now, the team with the number one overall pick, like, the highest percentage, is the OKC Thunder. And that's because they have had picks galore for Lord knows, like, how many years, man. I mean, they're stacked for the next 10 upcoming years. They recently just got 60 wins in the NBA. Imagine adding a Cooper Flagg based player on that team to an already stacked team that already has an MVP candidate in Shai Gilgeous-Alexander. You got Chet Holmgren, who has been turned out to look like the second overall pick that he was coming out. And you got a good supporting cast around him. Lou Dort. You got, I'm trying to remember, Williams. I don't remember his first name, but they're a good team. And then you
still got what's it called? That center. You got Chet still.
I was talking. I told Chet. Injured. I said about Chet.
Did?
I did say Chet. He was. That's why I'm saying, like, if they get him, that's going to be a very interesting team to see.
That's going to be a bomb squad.
And I just don't know how that's possible, though. But the picks, they're just stacked.
But
I mean, like,
I don't
seriously,
know,
man.
Even with, like, OKC's situation, like, I feel like they have so many young stars. Like, at some point, like, eventually they're gonna have to get paid. Like, that whole team might just like blow up at some point.
I mean, that's why they traded like Giddey for a reason, like Josh Giddey. But like at the same time, it's just like, you don't know. I mean, at that point, you may as well just like circle through the players at some point.
Yeah.
I know they have to get paid, but still, man. I just feel like if that happens, man, they're gonna be set. They have like literally a 5 to 10 year window right now, regardless of what happens.
I'm looking at the standings, and I'm seeing Washington on the bottom.
Which is...
My bad, Wizards fans. My bad.
There's some people from Washington that are not going to be happy to hear that, man. I'm just saying that. But that's probably my least entertaining team to see him go to, just because they have no star players. No disrespect to Jordan Poole at all. But, like, still, they just have no
shade to Washington fans.
You gotta be honest at some point, man.
Y'all got Jaden Daniels. No shit.
Jaden Daniels in Washington, that's the only thing good
That's
for them
all
this
y'all
year.
got. No
All
shit,
y'all got.
man.
Football's the only thing y'all got. But that's my least entertaining team to see him go to, respectfully. But if he gets on the OKC Thunder, watch out, bro. They're going to be 10 times more dangerous than they are right now.
You don't
That's
think
like
Charlotte, though?
There's a problem with Charlotte. Just because they are injured all the time, man.
Yeah.
LaMelo's injured all the time. I mean, the reason why the Lakers were sending their traded, like, with the Lakers was because, Mark Williams was always injured.
Yeah.
And he has injury issues. He didn't pass his physical, man. And that entire team is injured. LaMelo's not playing for the rest of the season. It's just like, if he does go to that team, how can we trust the team to be healthy enough to go far in the playoffs at all? It's just, I just can't trust it, man.
True, but I mean, they do have other pieces as well.
But that's the same thing with the Clippers. They have the pieces, but what happens every single year, we saw in the Paul George and Kawhi, Leonard era, is that they're always damn injured for whatever reason. And you can't trust a team that's always injury-ridden, man. You can't. We've seen that with history.
I don't know, man. I think Charlotte has like the potential to go somewhere. Like every year that I'm watching Charlotte, like at the beginning of this season too, like Charlotte was looking promising. So I think definitely like a Cooper Flagg addition. Hopefully, if everybody could stay healthy, but even if like LaMelo's off the floor, I think Cooper Flagg will be like a huge difference maker in that team still.
I have no doubt. I'll be honest with you. Like I said, I can't trust that team to be like healthy enough to help him like with his development. If I'm be honest.
I think out of all the teams besides OKC, right? We're talking like bottom standing teams. I think Utah will be the best fit.
Why Utah?
I don't know. I think Utah right now. Let's look at their lineup.
I mean, they obviously have Lauri Markkanen. I know about him. Believe me if I'm wrong.
They still got Jordan Clarkson. They still got
Clarkson.
Colin Sexton. They got Keontae George. Huge.
They have John
talent.
Collins, who's still a developmental, project, but he could be developed into something.
So they have pieces. I think like as long as like, I don't think like health is really an issue. I think they just need like somebody to boost that lineup. You know what I'm saying?
Because right now it just doesn't seem like that. Right now they don't have a generational star. That's the problem with a lot of teams. They just don't have that guy.
I
yet.
think definitely with the addition of Cooper Flagg,
It's gonna be different.
Utah might be a little scary, yeah.
It might.
At least in 1 to 2 years. Let me not sit here and
Talk
say
about
like
right now?
immediately.
Immediately? Oh no. We're not gonna talk about that now. But like another team, I feel like if it wasn't the OKC Thunder, the top team that I'd love to see them go to is the Spurs. You know why? Because the Spurs have a low record. Let me say the record right now. They are 32-44 right now in the Western Conference. The Western Conference is stacked this year. Everybody knows that. And they have a possibility to get a top 5 pick because of that. Obviously, there are teams that have a worse record than them, like the Pelicans, Jazz, the Wizards, Hornets, stuff like that. I get that. But at the same time, they're still in the mix. And you don't know how worse it could get. So imagine pairing up Cooper Flagg with already a generational project or generational prospect already in Victor Wembanyama.
You got
De'Aaron Fox, right? You got Chris Paul if he does decide to come back on that contract. I mean, it's a good team.
Man,
it's a good team.
I'm getting nightmares right now thinking about it.
That's scary. That's scary,
Listen,
bro.
I'm a Knicks fan, so like we're not doing too hot right now. Whatever, cool. I still got faith. As a New Yorker, you always gotta have faith, right? That your team is always gonna win, right? You always gotta have that undying faith. But I don't know, man. I don't know. But now, see if that happens.
We're good. We're in the East, man. We're in the East right now, so like we're good.
Yeah, for sure,
saying,
for a
but,
fact. I never doubt the Knicks ain't gonna make the playoffs. I mean, the way we're playing right now, like we're definitely gonna make it. We got like the right build to make playoffs.
The finals is a different story, though.
Listen, man. As a New Yorker, you gotta have. I feel like there's always that like delusional faith. You know what I'm saying?
I know. I get that faith too. Don't get me wrong. I get that too. But like at the same time, when you look at it, every single year they disappoint, man. I'm gonna be straight up with you. The Nets did that with us. The Knicks definitely do that to us.
We're gonna get it this year, man.
Oh, Lord have mercy. Watch this come in 2 months. I'm gonna be texting them and being like, "God damn it, we lost to the Bucks or something like that." Like, come on, man.
Listen, man. If Brunson comes back, is he back yet?
He should be back. I mean, I saw he was injured recently. You could double check that or the stats after that. But like, regardless, I feel like we're fine right here. I mean, most likely we're gonna have the third seed. We already clinched playoffs already. I mean, I'm pretty sure we're the fifth team to do that, right?
Yeah.
Believe me if I'm wrong. And Brunson, you checked out if he's on the injury team or on the injury list at all?
I'm looking at that right now.
But
I don't think so. I think he came back recently.
I mean, yeah, we got a good team around that.
I think if Mikal Bridges could definitely like up his performance come playoff time, and I don't know, maybe we could have like some sort of like bench help from like McBride.
Because I definitely feel like we've been lackluster on bench this season. And it's not even our fault. It's not our team's fault. It's Tom Thibodeau, bro.
Dude.
He just doesn't play his backups. Am I wrong? Does he not play his backups
He's
at
been
all?
doing that since D Rose.
Exactly. That's the reason why D Rose got his ACL torn.
Hey,
I'm
man.
trying to tell people.
My pops used to get mad. I remember he being a kid, but my pops used to get mad watching the Bulls games and stuff like that because he used to be praying to Tom Thibodeau to please give D Rose
Some break.
Yo.
Nope. No breaks for him, man. Karl Anthony Towns, no breaks for him in Minnesota.
That's what happens, man. When you play for Tom Thibodeau, you basically playing like you on the military. Basically, ain't no breaks, man.
Yeah,
like,
you're playing 40 minutes per game. God
you
damn.
on go. You on go.
Yeah, bro. There's no relaxing here.
There's no breaks,
Brunson.
no days off, no vacations, no Cancun. You on go. You on call at any moment.
Exactly, bro. No breaks here, man.
Terrible.
Huh, you think you gonna get a break? Huh, laughing to you.
But yeah, Brunson just got. I'm hearing that he's clear.
Yeah,
just
he's
8
cleared.
hours ago.
Yeah, I like I said, he just recently got off. I think I said that before, so he should be fine. But this team does seem good. I'll give you that. It does.
And
It
then
just
Karl
seems
Anthony
like
Towns.
he's a beast.
He's a beast, man. He's a
I
beast.
got scared earlier this season because like he was holding his ankle walking to that bench, like, and I was just like, damn, our season is over that quickly.
Dude,
Luckily, it was
heart
just
attack.
scary.
I think like that trade with Julius Randle and like Dante DiVincenzo for Karl Anthony Towns was definitely like a scary trade. And then like seeing him like have like that little moment where like he was holding his ankle was terrifying because it's like we put in all the chips for Karl Anthony Towns.
We did, man. I mean, we need that guy. Respectfully, come playoff time, man. And I just, for this situation, at least with Tom Thibodeau, I'm just like, please at least give your starters a 5-minute break, man.
I mean, but it's hard
Like-
because we don't really like have anybody that like is productive and efficient from the bench.
So what are we gonna trade? A less proficient bench for starters that are gonna get more tired throughout the playoffs? We've seen it happen before with Tom Thibodeau, and just get more injury ridden. I mean, obviously that's how D Rose's career ended. People are saying that Tom Thibodeau, right, ended his career.
Yeah,
Straight up.
I definitely think like the minutes had a role with having to play consistent minutes, and then D Rose's play style definitely like that had a huge impact on his career. But I don't know. I really don't know. Like as a Knicks fan, like I don't really know like what to fix. I know we need a bench, but then at the same time too, like okay, I don't know how to fix it, but I definitely know what we shouldn't have done. Those 5 picks for Mikal Bridges.
It makes the Luka one look like what the hell is going on?
Bro.
Y'all, the funny thing, y'all traded 5 first-round picks for Mikal Bridges, right? The Lakers gave up one. Luka Doncic.
Oh, don't even, dude.
Yo, y'all could have had him for one
Listen,
first-round pick. That's kind of crazy.
I'm not a huge LA fan,
That's
but
crazy.
I'm a huge Luka Doncic fan. And, dude, like, LA, y'all. Like, I'm
Highway
watching
robbery.
you guys now. Like, that's
It's fun.
That's
Is it
where
not?
it's at.
It's fun to watch the Lakers now, bro. Let's
Oh
be
yeah,
honest.
yeah. I think JJ Redick has done like a huge job. Like JJ Redick, his coaching has, bro, dude. Darvin Ham to JJ Redick, like you could even see the clear
Miles,
difference.
man.
Oh, dude, yeah.
Miles different, man.
Yeah.
You see movement happening now, off-ball screens. You never
yes.
saw this. You never saw this before with Darvin Ham. People were just standing in some corner, just waiting for the ball to come to him. That's not how you play
You see
basketball.
LeBron getting used on screens more, and his usage rate is like a little bit lower than before, but he's still being able to be productive and involved in the plays, which is huge.
Which is very, very huge.
Yeah, man. Like just keep hustling. Salute. But Lakers have been like really fun to watch, man.
They have been.
Dude.
The Lakers have been such a good team to watch. Like,
And I've been saying that too. I feel like a lot of people throw shade on Luka Doncic because of the defense and stuff like that. Like, don't get me wrong, his defense is not the best.
It's not.
It's not the best. But his usage rate on offense makes up for it. Like, he just could go off any night, and he makes his team better. And now that he actually has like a team, because I always make up this like, look at the Mavs lineup in like the past like 5 years that Luka has been on it.
Like, it's not bad, don't get me wrong. It's just, like, not what it is right now for the Lakers, man. I mean, he has Jalen Brunson, but that was before he went into his superstar era. Kristaps Porzingis didn't really work out for him, you know, stuff like that. Obviously, you got Kyrie recently, but at the same time, you didn't leave, like, enough time for it to melt in. That was arguably his best team, too, because they went to the finals, obviously, But
yeah, like that, I think Kyrie was probably like his best teammate there, right? I mean, they went to the finals, considering that. Kyrie was a huge part of that. Then they had like Gafford as well, played a huge role.
Derek Lively, I think it was his rookie year, huge role in that offense.
He's a really good center. And
Yeah,
he's
very good
young
center.
too. That's what he's like. What, 7 feet tall?
Yeah, an energetic young center that they were able to develop. They could have still, you know, develop him, but like, obviously Luka got traded and, you know, his usage went down. I mean, that's why you see like Jackson Hayes taking the next step for the Lakers, because he's able to get somebody that, you know, can do the pick and roll with him and throw a lob up to him and Luka. So,
And that lineup is just dangerous because you have AD and then LeBron. The real big three.
why do you say AD? AD's gone.
Oh no, it's A.
AR.
Reeves. I'm sorry.
AR.
I'm sorry. Get that man.
AR
My bad.
15.
My bad.
AR 15, man. But he's been going off.
That lineup is so dangerous. Luka Doncic, LeBron, and then A. Reeves.
It's not the best defense in the world, but like with that offense, it's gonna be like, yo,
Jesus.
how are you gonna compete, man?
I'm hopeful, yes I am hopeful for today.
Dude, it's so fun watching them, man.
It is. They don't even need a true center backcourt to like do stuff with.
Yeah, and even
Let's be
like
honest.
we talk about like the Cavs as well. Like another team too, the Cavs. I think the Cavs are like really fun to watch.
They are. I mean, this is the best team, obviously, they had since LeBron left for the Lakers, you know, in the past, like, 80-something years. So that's very, very impressive. They've been to 60 wins only a handful of times in their franchise's history. So it's a good thing to see. I like seeing Cleveland good again, man. I'll say that.
Yeah, and then Darius Garland is like hooping. Like he's had like a kind of a slump since his All-Star break, but he's like hooping.
He is.
And then Donovan Mitchell, man, I keep telling people this, man. He is nasty, bro. Like,
I don't know why people aren't talking about him in the MVP conversation. I'll say that right now. Like, why?
how much is he averaging?
Like, he's going crazy. I mean, you gotta see his averages. I mean, they're almost identical to some of the MVP candidates like Jason Tatum, Bron, stuff like that, whatever. But they've been going off regardless. I gotta say it. I mean, you could pull up the stats right now. What does it say?
He's averaging 24 points per game.
I think
So,
it
I
was
mean-
like 28 earlier, but I guess it went down. But yeah, regardless, he's still doing good for this year, man.
He's a bucket, bro. Like
For his entire career, man. People just didn't know before Cleveland.
Donovan Mitchell, man. Dude, he's an amazing player.
Spitta is him, man. And then you got this entire team built, you know, perfectly around him. You got Jared Allen at center, man. Obviously, his development went out of the roof.
At one magical point, there was even rumors that he was going to come to the Knicks. That whole like free agency thing with Jalen Brunson and stuff like that. I wouldn't mind having him.
I mean, if we signed Jared Allen, then we wouldn't have gotten Cat.
You mean?
Which one are you talking about?
No,
oh,
I'm
you're talking about
Spider-Man.
Spitta.
Yeah.
Oh, I mean, there was still a possibility we could have signed Jared Allen in that one off season too. But like, if you're talking about Jalen, like, not Jalen, Spitta in that one off season, then like, yeah. It would have been crazy too. I preferred Brunson most at the end of the day.
Oh man, I love Brunson.
Yeah.
Love him. But yeah, man, Cavs, we gotta show love to Cavs, man. Like they really like developed their own identity on that team, and like the standings prove it. Like they on fire. Do I still think they beating the Knicks now? Knicks in 4.
Do I think they're beating the Celtics either? No, they're not.
I mean, those have been battles, man.
They have been battles. Don't get me wrong, but it just seems like the Cavs are just like a regular season team. Like, you know, those teams that are good in the regular season, then playoff time, it's not it.
Yeah, I mean, watching the few Cavs and Celtics games like earlier on, like the games, like I feel like the Celtics always take the game by the third quarter. Like they'll have like a huge lead, and then like the Cavs just that fourth quarter takeover is just there, you know.
It is. They've developed their identity around that, but at the same time, the playoffs is a whole different machine. Like, you see this happening in the regular season. I understand why it scares some people, but like at the end of the day, that stuff goes out the window. Yeah. Once you gotta go in a 7-game series with somebody,
I think
players play differently. You know, injuries aren't really a big thing or something you take into account. You're just like, okay, go play 100%, go do this. So. And
the Celtics are like a really good defensive team, man. Listen, I gotta give them props, man.
I mean, they won a championship last year, so obviously their defense is somewhat good. Come on,
man. No, but the last year's championship run that they not championship run. The championship match that they had for sure definitely was like, I was shocking to see like their defense, how they were forcing turnovers and stuff like that, and just
I know
they are definitely like a scary team. Even watching them right now, like I'm terrified. I don't think my Knicks have beaten them.
I don't think they have
this season, which is scary.
So I'm hopeful, yes I am hopeful for today.
I mean, there's that, and then like the Detroit Pistons, they are my concern. Like I was so shocked. I was shocked the entire season seeing this resurgence, man. How do you go
to the playoffs
after like 2 straight seasons of sucking like that? I'm pretty sure they had the longest streak of active losses in NBA history at some point, or they're tied with it, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, like it's just...
Yeah, they were giving out like free Wingstop just so they could win last season.
And I cashed out.
I was about to go to a Detroit game.
I was about to cash out, man. And then the day I was about to go get some wings, they said, yo, they won. I was like...
Can you imagine how many parlays were won, bro, just because it was the Pistons, bro? Like, you knew for sure, like, they was losing.
Losing game. They had to give money to, the other people. Like, damn.
Yo, bro, man, I saw a free Wingstop. I was like, yo, man, you know what? A trip to Detroit wouldn't sound too bad right now. I get some free Wingstop. No. I definitely like had them before the season upcoming. Like I have these basketball talks with like my father and stuff like that. And I usually like try to make predictions and stuff like that. But yeah, no. I told him like, listen, the team to watch out for is definitely Detroit. Like Cade Cunningham he's the baller, especially man. After how last season was, bro. He definitely like has a chip on his shoulder, and this season they've hooped.
He's arguably the best point guard in the NBA, man. You know that? Arguably one of them. I mean, there's him, Steph, like obviously Dame before he got injured, but like still, you're looking at all these guys, and there's like he's the best youngest guard. Maybe you could put LaMelo in that conversation, but like
LaMelo, I feel like LaMelo.
He's good, but just like
LaMelo's so talented, dude. Mm-hmm. Like watching LaMelo, like I love watching Charlotte. Charlotte has an amazing announcer. Not announcer, commentator, pause. And just their team is so fun to watch. LaMelo's just like huge. I also grew up watching like, what was that show on YouTube? You know what I'm talking about?
I remember. What? You gotta give me a hint.
Where they were like documenting like the Ball brothers' lives and stuff like that.
Oh, I don't even know.
Y'all know what I'm talking about. Yeah. Like basically, like I grew up watching like the Ball brothers and stuff like that. So like, yeah, like they're just fun to watch always.
And people like to hate on their dad, but it's just like,
oh, dude, if you hate on LeVar, bro. I mean, I understand it. He do got, you know what I'm saying?
A like, big mouth.
Guess who grew the foot back? I did. Who else you know has 3 sons in the NBA, a verified Premier account, and the ability to grow the feet back? Nobody. I might swerve in that corner. Whoa.
Yeah, but he a funny guy, man.
I mean, this dude was talking about he'd beat Michael Jordan in his prime 1-on-1. I don't know about that.
You kidding me?
I don't know. Are you kidding me?
Back
in my day, he couldn't do this.
Even now, bro. Like on TikTok, have you been seeing his brands?
Yeah, I mean, he recently got his leg amputated.
Take that Premier account.
I swerved in that corner. Whoa.
He's funny as hell. I'll give you that. Yeah. But like, think about how crazy this is. He made every single one of his sons famous. Lonzo, NBA player.
He went
LaMelo,
3 for 3.
NBA player. Jello put up the hottest song of the year. Still to this day. Whoa, hold on. I'm telling you, man. Everybody loves it. We were jamming it in the bus on the way here.
Listen, man. That man.
One free for free.
I don't know how you go 3 for 3 like that, but shout out LeVar, bro. LeVar is he's a GOAT, man. He's a GOAT, man.
I'd be so proud if those were my sons and I did all that. I would say the same thing too. I would talk trash about anybody, man.
No, I mean, but he was saying some bogus things, man. He was talking about like, look, Lonzo gonna be better than Curry, and you know.
I mean,
I don't know about that.
Maybe he was talking about Melo, bro. Maybe he was just like wrong with the wrong son. I don't know.
Speaking about Curry, dude,
legendary.
Dude,
Legendary.
No, did you see that game?
Legendary.
I think it was like Golden State against.
What was it?
Who was it? Golden State
like,
against. Was he? No, it couldn't be.
And I could be tripping too. Didn't he score like 60 points, or was that somebody else? Maybe that was somebody
Jokic.
else.
We're gonna get into the Jokic.
We're gonna get into Jokic too. But Curry scored 50. I know damn well he scored 50.
We're
right?
gonna get into like Jokic.
Which any MVP talks, because it's getting insane. It's getting hyped up right now. But yeah, Curry's been going off too. I mean, he's been doing this.
Curry almost
since
broke the
day came
3-point
out.
record. I think he had like, what was it, like 12 or like 13 3-pointers?
I know. If you let him in for a little bit more time in the fourth,
fakes.
I mean, shoot, it just cannot stop him. And this was fresh off them firing their head coach of like 5+ years, man. So obviously they were in abysmal, obviously like panic mode, didn't have the defensive schemes done, correctly, stuff like that.
But they still put up a game though.
They did. I mean, what was the final score? It was like
yeah, it was 134 to 125.
So Curry put up 50-something points, and they still got.
He put Curry had. Listen
51?
to this, y'all. Curry had 52.
52.
10 rebounds, 8 assists, 5 steals. I repeat, ladies and gentlemen, 5 steals.
They say he don't play defense.
And 1 block. Mind you. This man shot 60% from 3.
Oh, Lord.
And made 12 of them. He almost broke the 3-point record. And he shot 60% from 3.
That sounds like my mic player, bro.
Dude, not even my player could do that, bro.
60% from 3, that's insane.
That is absurd.
That is absurd, bro. The man is literally not human. Simply.
Oh man, we gotta have these conversations, man. Like, and shout out to my old heads and stuff like that, my OGs. But like, there's no way Magic Johnson is like better.
Bro, who is saying Magic Johnson is better? Who?
Shout out my OGs, bro. My old heads.
Your uncles is saying that. Your uncles and aunts is saying that back in the 80s. Like, back in my day, basketball used to be.
Yeah. Go watch the tape. Yeah, we watched the tape, man.
Oh, Will Chamberlain scored over 100 points. Nobody can do that nowadays. Like, let me just say this, bro. Respectfully, I love Magic Johnson. I do too. I'm not gonna lie. I'm part Lakers fan because of Magic Johnson and Kobe Bryant. I swear to my soul, man. But Curry, what he's done for the game of basketball will never be done ever again, bro.
Dude.
Respectfully, his influence. People score 3-pointers mainly just because of him, man. Have you seen the way the NBA
people
play?
are shooting half-court shots. I'll literally go play right now. I'll go back to New York City, right? I'll go play pickup. One dude's going to attempt a half-court shot. I'll attempt a half-court shot. I'm not that guy. Not that guy.
People think they can do it.
But because Curry's in the league and he could do it, I'm going to think that I'm that guy.
That's a lot of people, bro. They don't understand the work that he took over many, many years to get that shot.
That's crazy.
And people don't do that. Or maybe you're just not talented enough to maybe shoot it. That's okay, but like, man.
I've never seen anybody have to guard somebody from the minute they leave the parking lot.
You saw that
game.
meme, bro? Like, with Mark.
Oh. Man, bro, it's too early for this, bro. I'm not even trying to do nothing right now.
Coach said this how to get you right here.
Bro.
You making too many threes, no?
Bro, got
Oh, no, I'm never gonna do that.
Phillips, he was just like,
RDC?
you're not going nowhere. Hold on. Not getting a shot. And then he just said,
He's
yo,
just
calm
walking
down.
through
And
the thing.
he's like,
Oh, no, I'm never gonna do that.
calm down. And then he sits down. Oh, okay. And
But
then
Curry's trying to juke him in the parking lot.
Man, not today, man. Please, bro.
Yeah, I bet you want that, huh?
Man, ooh.
Like that. I'll tell you.
And still hit the court.
You can't, like...
Yeah.
I don't know, man. Like, when we talk about... Like, I'll have conversations, like, again, with, like, my old heads and stuff like that.
Yeah.
All love to them. Like, no, never shade. Love you guys. But my whole thing is like, how do you guard a person that could shoot 50? Like that the minute he gets above half court is automatically like a threat. You know what I'm saying? Like from half court, from logo range, already a threat. You know, how do you guard that? And then he doesn't even need the ball to succeed. Like he could play off the ball. Hell,
Yeah.
he could set a screen and then he could get open. Boom. It's how do you guard this? Really,
That's
like,
true.
how do we guard this? Because I don't think hand checking is gonna fix this.
It's not. And I don't think it's going to come back anytime soon, respectfully. But at the same time, I mean, he's going to be remembered for years just because of his influence with the game of basketball.
Curry-
What's he been able to do since then?
I think Curry could keep going to like he's like 41, 42. Like his
Like
way.
LeBron-esque. But, like, obviously, he's not going to be as physical going to the ray.
Oh yeah, but Curry doesn't need to be like that.
Yeah, he
physical.
doesn't.
Literally, like even as a spot-up shooter, the man is still like a danger. You know. Yeah, dude. I'm sorry, like Curry for me is like all-time PG.
All time, yeah. In many people's eyes, he's already all-time PG. I mean, that Olympic run that he had back last year just solidified it for me, man. I'm like, yeah, there's nobody better at the point guard position ever than him.
Curry had me waving the American flag from my house, bro. That three-pointer,
Had the whole country unified. Like, I love America.
Yo, bro, that man, bro. Like they were setting doubles his way, and they still couldn't stop him.
Like, they put, 7 foot Wemby on him on one possession. And he almost was close to blocking the ball, but it still went
he
in
just
butter.
You still
You
can't
want the ball?
stop it. I
Shoots it high. Man.
I hope I never face somebody like that in my life. Like, dude,
You would never
I
be
might
able to,
actually like retire from sports in general. Like even from like commentary, even from podcasts. You'll never see me back here again.
You'll never see him back here again. But what about the MVP talks, man? I mean, obviously Shea and Jokic.
SGA, I feel like definitely is going to get it this year. And then I feel like there's going to be a policy change towards like fouling and stuff like that.
What? Why so? Oh, because he's abusing the hell out of it. I mean, Chris Paul's been doing this for years, man. He learned that from Chris Paul.
I definitely think like fouling and like getting to the free throw line is a skill. Let's just get that straight. So like the fact that he's able to do that, like I don't undermine his ability at all. I think like the fact that he's even able to get there is like huge, right? But I don't know, man. The fans, you know what I'm saying? But
It's
I
just-
definitely think Shea got it in the bag.
Uh-huh.
He's been having like a stellar season. He's just, dude's insane. But, yo, Joker, man.
I know, he's the real deal. He's having an all-time season. You know his stats from this season compared to Russell Westbrook's 2017
MVP
triple-double season, yeah, is actually better. And it's on better efficiency, too. So he's having a better season than an all-time great season already before.
Yep.
So are we really going to take that away from him?
And the thing is, like, yo, dude, like, he just has like this chill ass mentality too, where like he doesn't.
He doesn't care about
He
basketball.
just wants to go home.
I want to go back to my horses back in Serbia, man.
He's like-
Coming up here on Thursday.
Yes.
How soon till you're back in
I need to.
Southport?
On Sundays, I have my horse racing in my
Horse racing,
Horse-
horse-
He's averaging so like he's so good, and on top of that too, like he's a triple double machine, and then he's dropping 60 on your team and just wants to go home. Like, dude, love Joker, man.
He's a funny dude. I'll give you that. During games.
I think Shea got it. I think also like his team and stuff like that, his standing is definitely gonna play a role in like his MVP run for sure. And I don't know. I think Shea really got this one.
I just feel like the argument has always been like, does he make his team better? Like, does he make their team better? Which guy makes their team better? My thing is that Jokic makes his team from a bad team to a good team. Meanwhile, Shea takes his team from a good team to an all-time great team. So that's the debate right here. So, like, what do you take from each guy's situation? Like,
I don't know. I think it's a good question. I think I don't know if we could really compare the two. I think they're both really doing like great things. I think like they both have like really good pieces around them that are very key to their success.
You wouldn't say one guy has more help or more good teammates than the other?
I want to say OKC definitely has like the more help on paper, right? Because like Denver Nuggets, they're dealing like they have a Russell Westbrook who's still cooking, right? But like the
Jamal Murray
past his prime a little bit. You still got Jamal Murray. They got Braun. What is it, Braun? Who?
I'm trying to remember his name.
Yeah, Braun. He's popping off.
MPJ.
MPJ. But I don't know, man. I think OKC definitely like has the better pieces around them.
Which realistically, you're probably right. It's just like at the same time, is it like better to go from good or like okay to good or great, or is it better to go from great to like all-time great?
I think both teams are great. I think like if you put them together in the playoffs, like that'll be definitely like a matchup to see, you know. So I don't know. I wouldn't like say like one. I would definitely say OKC has better pieces, but I think they're both great in their own ways, you know.
Which is true. Like if you were a coach and you had to go up against one of these two guys, doesn't matter what it is, which guy would you say is
I don't know which team
superior?
to pick. I don't know. Like,
You don't know?
No. I think it'll be a good matchup to watch both of them.
I get that. I'm just saying, like, if you were supposedly like an 8 seed or a 7 seed, and you had the opportunity to choose which one you'd be, and then Denver and like OKC are number 1, number 2, for example, you're just like, which guy would you rather face, Shai or Nikola Jokic? Because like
I wouldn't want to face
none of them.
Immediate retire.
But like, whose would be like the person like you wouldn't want to face against the most? Like, who's the guy who're just like, nope.
Okay, I would. Okay, I would say OKC.
OKC.
I would say OKC.
Why OKC?
Dude, again, bro, like they have pieces all around the board that are just dangerous. Their bench is dangerous. Like Alex Caruso, huge. Like that's. So I would say like OKC because they're all around pieces. Like that's just a terrible team to go up against.
You'd have no chance, I'll be straight up, if you're like a Western Conference team. Unless you're like having a solid team. I guess the Lakers, obviously, but guys like
But
that
didn't
could sneak
the
up.
Mavericks last year take them out though?
They did take them out, but like that's because they were an inexperienced team. None of that team except Alex Caruso has actual championship level experience. So that's the one critique everybody puts on the OKC Thunder every year.
Like they're young.
Yeah, but that could be a problem at times.
No, you're right. Definitely, like the age for sure. Like they're not old and stuff like that. So they're gonna be more energetic. They're gonna be able to play more, put up more numbers. But that inexperience does like come in huge.
It does.
For
like other teams, like that's the one thing that I've been saying since day one. Like the Minnesota Timberwolves have over them. I guess the Los Angeles Lakers. Recently, like all those guys have been on a championship team.
Timberwolves like right now have that.
I feel like when you put that team all together, and they're all together at once, healthy, they're led by good leadership, they have a good coach, which they do, by the way. I feel like they could actually take them out. I do. I'm not saying it's a guaranteed. If Minnesota what?
Minnesota against who?
If Minnesota gets OKC, it's possible they could beat them. It is possible.
It's
not 100%. There is a chance. People are like, oh, it's not going to happen. It's not 100% they'll make it past the second round. First round, I believe there's no doubt. There's nobody that can take them in the first round. The Memphis Grizzlies, are you kidding me? Absolutely not. But when it comes to second round, bear with me.
We're talking about Memphis or Minnesota?
I'm talking about Minnesota.
Minnesota, okay.
Talking about Minnesota. That there's no doubt in my mind that if you put a team like that against OKC, there's a possibility they could win.
There's a possibility.
Because if they have veteran leadership, obviously Anthony Edwards is that guy too, just like Shea. People just been forgetting about him all season because they haven't been having a good season like last season.
Yeah. And then they do have that point guard. What's his name? Mike Conley. So Mike Conley's also huge. I would not say like Julius Randle. Like Knicks fan again, but like we haven't made it stupid far.
Which makes sense. They wanted to move on from Cat because of the fact that, they want to like have Rudy Gobert in the lineup, make him get most
To
of the
be
minutes.
honest, man,
They'll opt for it.
To this point in the NBA, I still don't see how that trade makes sense for Minnesota. Like,
Which
Dante
is,
DiVincenzo's not being used as much. I think he's like a bench player.
I'm pretty sure he is for them, like an eighth man.
And, like, he's not being used as much. And then Julius Randle's like, dude, I haven't heard from him in, like... When he was on the Knicks, man, I'm seeing Julius Randle 30-point games, stuff like that. Can we find this real quick? Yeah,
Well, yeah, I mean, he's averaging 19, 4, and like 5, I'd say, right now. So it's not like he's having a bad year. It's just like not compared to his next years.
Yeah.
So don't like testify that he's having, a very, very bad year.
It's, I don't know, man.
That's just like,
I think Minnesota definitely like messed up huge. Like y'all should have kept Karl Anthony Towns. Y'all should have kept him, paid him money, of course. Really just kept y'all team. Like y'all had the DNA and everything. Y'all almost made it to the finals. You know what I'm saying? And now like they had a chance before. I don't think really like this year. Like I'm not saying they won't. I'm not saying like they don't got a chance, but that team
just
don't
not
got
enough.
like chemistry. That team, I don't know.
You're talking about the Timberwolves,
Yeah,
the Minnesota Timberwolves.
Anthony Edwards team, yeah, with Julius Randle.
I don't really agree, man.
Dude,
I don't
what's
really
their
agree.
record right now, bro?
I don't really agree. I mean, right now, I'm pretty sure we're 40-something wins in. We're at 44 and 32 right now.
44 and 32.
Win-loss record. But, like, you're talking about a team that made it to the Western Conference Finals last year and
But
doesn't
that
have a
was with Karl
DNA.
Anthony Towns.
And I'm pretty sure we're the same team that beat, beg me if I'm wrong, they beat OKC. Maybe I could be wrong there.
Yeah,
I probably am wrong.
but y'all don't have
But
Karl
still.
Anthony Towns though.
But true, it's not like he made an absolute gorgeous impact like last season. I mean, yeah, Julius Randle is a tier lower. I'll say that, okay?
Listen, man,
But at the
Julius
same
Randle. Listen,
time-
I'm telling you right now, from being a Knicks fan and having Julius Randle on our team,
Uh,
that's a downgrade.
my goodness. Well, obviously, anybody in the world would say that. But I'm just saying, at the same time, you can't count this team out.
Okay,
You cannot.
No, count them out. Hell no.
Absolutely not.
But-
You're acting like they're not a good team. This is the same team that made it to the Western Conference Finals, for God's sakes.
But count them out? No. I
Absolutely
wouldn't
not.
count them out. But like,
You guys can tell me if
they're
I'm
they're a
wrong.
miracle team for sure.
I'm hopeful, yes I am hopeful for today. Take this music and use it.
If I'm wrong, y'all critique me. Fine.
A miracle team? So, like, one of those March Madness miracle teams that make it to the finals?
Yeah, I don't think
Something.
they're like a huge underdog. Like I wouldn't be surprised if I see them go far. But like, if they really do go far, like that'd be like a good team to root for. If you're like an underdog type of guy.
It would be. I
'Cause
mean,
I just personally don't see them like going to the finals.
I don't see any team outside the top 5.
Do they have a better
going.
chance than my Knicks? Probably. Probably.
And that's in the Western Conference, too. The Western Conference is more stacked
Oh,
than the Eastern. Everybody knows that.
dude.
Everybody knows that, man. Come on, man.
Yo, man, the Western Conference is like hell, bro. I would
It is.
hate to play in the Western Conference.
Okay. I'll get the stats up right now. The lowest seeded team that could potentially make the playoffs is the Sacramento Kings at number 10. They're 36 and 40. Lowest for the East, 34 and 42 for the Bulls. But
The
then
Bulls
you have
just
to go
clinched
all
playoffs,
the
though.
way back. Look all the way down. The stats just keep on
No,
getting
not
worse
playing.
and worse. You could look at the best teams in the East too. It's statistically worse in the West. It doesn't sound like it from what I'm saying, but trust me, bro, it is not as good as the Western Conference.
No,
Disrespectfully.
dude, the East is not as dangerous as the West.
I mean, the team below the Bulls was like 28 and something, whatever. The team below the Kings is 35 and 41.
Yeah.
In the Phoenix Suns, I'm sorry, but like still.
Oh man, the Suns are garbage. sorry. Anybody from Phoenix?
And Kevin Durant's my favorite player too, man. But like when you're talking about the Kings, like the Suns, man, just like if they're gonna trade him this offseason, obviously
Have to.
they have to. Everybody knows that. That's not a
Have to.
debate, but like It's just like which team he's gonna go to, and like
It's
how do you
hard to
rematch?
trade Kevin Durant too because
He's
like
36.
yeah, but like his value, like his trade value is very high.
It's high, but you get like a solid good 3 years out of him if he gets traded.
I mean, but
at
like,
most.
is it worth it? I feel like all the teams now in the NBA at least have like a young player. You know what I'm saying?
They do. I
Like-
mean, would you trade your future for Kevin Durant that could maybe help you win for like 2 years, 3 years?
Listen, being a Knicks fan, please do not give up no more fucking. Please, bro, Mikal
I mean,
Bridges
Kevin
was enough.
Durant's like, would you wouldn't trade like some of your bench for KD if you were a Knicks fan? Like we're both Knicks
Trade
fans
some of
here.
my bench.
Yeah,
No,
I mean,
dude,
no,
we
no.
need a bench, bro. The bench players at this point, they're the ones like, yo, bro, we need people on the bench.
I just don't know if you've seen a trend from KD ever since he left OKC, but he tends to want to make a super team or leave to go to a super team. We saw with obviously the Warriors, that was
Yeah.
an unbeatable team. He won on that team, but like ever since then he went to the Brooklyn Nets. Guys, you know, friends.
He formed
Kyrie,
it with James
James
Harden, and then
didn't work out. Didn't play past 25 games with each other. Went to the Phoenix Suns.
but
tried to
they
do the
did
same thing.
make that year where Harden left and then Kyrie was hooping. KD low key like showed like a glimpse of okay, cool, I could put a team on my back.
He did.
If his foot wasn't on the line, for sure, like that team.
I
That's
get
a
mad.
huge what if right there.
I get mad every day seeing that
Oh
play,
man, big.
I couldn't believe it. But like I said, man, went to Phoenix.
But you're right. There is a pattern.
Went to Phoenix with Devin Booker.
Bradley
Already his
Beal.
finals team the year before he went there. And the team just completely collapsed. You know, folded over, stuff like that. And it's just like, if he goes to a new team, is he going to, you know, stay the same Kevin Durant that's just like, hey, get me a big free, get me another big guy. And that's a scare a lot of teams have about this man now. So.
Yeah, it's when a player like Kevin Durant joins your team, like you kind of like
Are forced.
yeah, you're forced to like look at the Brooklyn Nets before Kevin Durant. Like, dude, that team was like huge. That was a really fun team to watch. D'Angelo Russell
I love that Nets
was
team.
yo, bro, dude.
Still my favorite Nets team of all time, man.
D'Angelo, dude, D'Lo on the Nets, 24 years old, was a fun player to watch, man. But yeah, man, look at that. Like he destroyed that whole team. Like D'Lo out, the coach that literally got them there. That
Kenny Atkinson.
dude, he was a huge part
He was amazing.
of the Nets growth and stuff like that. Out.
A developmental coach, nonetheless, but he was forced out.
Then he got them like a bunch of picks and stuff like that. Like they were, dude.
They were dismantling the team. And then every single head coach and send, Kevin Durant has been like, hey, I don't like Steve Nash. Okay, give me a new guy, whatever, etc. It just like hasn't worked out.
And
So,
it's dude, I don't really know, man. Like I don't know, man. Like Kevin Durant, bro. Like
like, what do you
if
do?
his trade value goes down, and he's not worth so much, and he's not trying to like eat up like a huge contract. I think he'd be like a perfect like second or like first piece to a team, and you know what I'm saying. But it's because like his contract is high, and then like he goes for so much, and then trade value, like it's just hard to get him without having to trade your future.
Mm-hmm.
You know?
Which is fair. It's still Kevin Durant, I'll give you that. It's just like
It is, but it's not.
late 30s, man.
Yeah, it's not
prime
like
Kevin Durant.
prime. Like prime. If it was prime Kevin Durant, please take these picks.
Unguardable, man.
I'll have you come over. Take Mikal Bridges, please. We traded 5 picks for him. He's worth 5 picks. Please take him.
I mean, all those years ago, prime Kevin Durant, besides LeBron James, was the best player in the world, man.
Him and Kurt, dude.
Like, best player in the world, without a doubt. Everyone knows that. And then it's just like pyramid with Steph Curry and Klay Thompson. That's a recipe for a championship every single year. They would have
If you were a
repeated-
Golden State fan, listen to me, hear me out, eyes.
They would've repeated.
If you were a Golden State fan during that whole like super team thing with Kevin Durant, Klay Thompson, and Steph Curry, you were generally disliked.
Yeah, you were
You
hated.
were
You
generally
hated.
disliked.
Like, I could respect their 2014
Fam.
ring. 2014, 2015 ring. I could respect their 2022 ring. It's just I can't do that with Kevin Durant because it was unguardable. You couldn't do nothing about it.
It's
LeBron
and
scored
literally like
51.
teams would show up, and like I would just see like I would look at like the schedule. I'd be like, okay, cool. The Knicks are facing Golden State.
Not gonna win that. Gonna get blown out. And then there was this one game in the finals. You know, LeBron scored 51, and then it looks like it was gonna go down to the wire to overtime. Kevin Durant had a crossover from like way behind the 3-point line, shot that thing. It looks like it was in the air for a hot minute, then it went in. I was just like,
Dude,
dang it, bro.
J.R. Smith definitely like screwed the Cavaliers. That was funny. LeBron was like,
just like, what are you doing? What are you doing?
that was funny as hell.
It was funny as hell. I'll say
But
that.
yeah, man, I don't know, man. KD is huge. I want to say he's a risk, but like he's worth so much that like it kind of comes out of risk for a team. But he could definitely still like be a piece or a key factor to like a championship leading team as long as like he's not like killing the team's future, you know.
Which he probably will, sadly.
Yeah,
You know, he's done that before, many times before. I wouldn't count the man out.
dude, for a fact.
What about the WNBA, man? What you know? What you know about the WNBA?
When do
Come
they
on,
start
man.
back up?
They
I know
start
there's
back up.
like a lot of stuff going on with them right now, and like
I got you.
they want to get like paid and stuff. Like the women there.
We're gonna get into that too, because it's like a hot discussion to talk about. I gotta watch my words also carefully. I don't want to get no kind of banned or anything like that.
I mean,
but
I got no issue with it. Like, I definitely think like women like should get paid equally.
But there's a problem with that. The specific problem is the league does not make any sort of money whatsoever. So at the end of the day, they have to be
That's why I'm
profitable. You
confused,
gotta pay.
like, where's the revenue gonna come?
Exactly. You gotta pay your refs. You gotta pay the revenue for the streaming platforms that have your games on their sites to make the league more popular.
Mm-hmm.
And even from jersey sales, you don't even make money from that. So it's just like at the end of the day, you can't pay someone increased commissions if like the league doesn't make nothing.
Yeah, I to be honest, honestly, I don't really know too much about the WNBA. I was getting into it when like last season with
When
like
Caitlin Clark and
like
Angel Reese came in.
Yeah, that was really huge, and I love watching them too in more like March Madness and stuff like that. Like that was cool. That was probably like the only fun fact. That was probably the only like March Madness games I watched highlights of. Like Caitlin Clark, Angel Reese, them matching up, and then Caitlin Clark as well, like furthering past that as well.
Obviously.
Dude, that was fun as hell.
The things she's done for the game, man, is just insane, bro.
I
You got people around the world knowing who she is, man.
I just don't know too much about this, and also too like I would love to see them get paid, like even if it's not equally, like definitely like in the millions, because there's no reason why like you're making like
70,000.
a couple like
70,000,
100
80,000.
grand.
Not
Yes.
even 100 grand. The highest paid
Yeah.
is like, I think, Angel Wilson, from Las Vegas, and she's getting paid like 100-something thousand. Sorry.
Yeah, and it's also too like in their off season. I think don't they have to like play in like
They
don't
play
they
in
have to go
other
overseas?
leagues. They go
Yeah.
overseas, play in like rival, like
Yeah, so,
overtime elite.
that's a lot of like wear and tear as well on the body too. So like, yeah, I would definitely love for them to like start getting paid in the millions. And
Like I said,
I just don't know how the
problem you can it's not if you pay them more like in the millions, that league is gonna get more money degenerated from them. They're not gonna be able to like keep up with the deals. It's just not gonna be profitable. It's like the government giving people out money right during COVID.
Yeah.
That put a huge dent in our economy for that exact reason of just giving stuff out to people. And I'm not saying they shouldn't deserve it. They probably should get paid in the millions. Although you have to create a lane for people to watch it. Obviously, Caitlin Clark, Angel Reese did a lot for the league. It's getting a lot better. But you need to keep on incorporating these new superstars into today's league to continue it, being, successful and profitable and stuff like that.
Yeah. I don't know, man. I really do hope like there's some way in which they could get paid. That way, like the players like feel comfortable coming back to play and stuff like that for the WNBA. Because I know Angel Reese said like, you might like
We're
sell
not gonna
out.
play.
But I really do like hope that happens because like the WNBA was like popping off and like I was interested in watching it. Like I'm one of those people where like I like watching sports. Period. It doesn't really matter. I don't really care like the gender or anything like that. None of that really matters to me. So like when one like let's say like the NBA season finishes, I love basketball, so like I'll watch the WNBA season. Like I just want to see basketball and I just want to see good basketball, And I don't really like care.
Yeah, which is fair. I'll give you that. But like I said, I keep on incorporating these new stars, and I feel like over the next 10 years, this thing is going to be big, man. I've been saying that since day
Juju
one.
Watkins am I butchering the name?
Juju Watkins. Oh, you said
dude, and then like Paige.
She's my favorite player.
Oh,
man.
dude,
my favorite.
Fun
player.
to watch. I'm telling you, man, the WNBA is gonna be huge. Like
I'm telling
in
you
the
guys,
next couple of years.
superstars coming in, man.
Dude,
Underdog
the talent
stories.
is crazy. I'm excited to I'm excited to see this, like the product grow. I'm excited to like see it expand and really like hopefully down the line, like I really do hope like the women get paid like the right money.
Hopefully,
they should, bro.
One day we're gonna get there.
Yo,
man.
like, dude, the NBA is like in the like 100 millions.
Millions.
Bro.
You see Victor Wembanyama's contract, $40-something million. You know Caitlin Clark's contract.
What was Jaylen Brown's contract? And Jason Tatum,
$240 million.
Yes, over how many courses? Like, was it 5
or
years?
$300 million. Sorry.
Was it 5 years or like?
It was over like 5 years.
Where the hell are we getting this money from?
The league makes money. That's the difference. The NBA makes money.
I know
they
that.
get ticket sales. Everybody across the world knows basketball. Everybody knows the NBA. My mama knows the NBA. Your mama knows the NBA.
Oh yeah,
everybody does. Not everybody knows the WNBA.
Shout out Mama Dukes. But yeah, for sure. Like, dude, if I'm making like 70 grand, and then I gotta play overseas in the summer while everybody else is in Cancun chilling, and then like my male counterparts are getting like 100 mil, get to chill Cancun. Dude, dude.
Don't hate the player, man. Hate the game. That's the famous
Well, the game
saying.
need to get fixed because respectfully,
It does
like
need to get fixed.
70,000 to 100 mil, 200 mil, that 300.
That's still good money, though.
Crazy.
That's still good money, though.
Yeah, no, I'm
You're
not.
paying that for 4 or 5 months out of the year.
No,
You're working.
dude. There's nothing wrong with like that. That's not bad money, like 70 grand.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
That's
it's
not
good money.
bad money.
And you get to travel all across the country.
Yeah, but like,
yeah.
again, like if I'm seeing somebody else playing the same sport as me,
Uh-huh.
and they make more than me. You know what I'm saying? And I'm like a star caliber player on my side of the things too, and I'm not getting paid anywhere close to that. I would at least want like 12 mil.
12 mil.
I understand the league isn't generating enough money and stuff like that. So I really do hope like, again, I don't know the money side of things, but I really do hope like all of that gets fixed. That way, like they could get paid because I would also be on strike with injuries too.
I mean, there's some players in the league that's like, I don't care really much about it. Like Cameron Brink, Caitlin Clark, we're like, we don't really care about that. Obviously, endorsement deals have a lot to do with this.
Huge.
Because like you make more money from those endorsement deals than you do from like regular playing. Like Caitlin Clark's, I don't even know if you've seen her Nike contract. It's $25 million over the course of her career. Yeah, man. So that's just insane. That's like good generational money right there. So obviously, there's endorsements like I go into this. They make more money from that than this. Or regular contracts.
Yeah, man. Listen, man. I'm all for the WNBA. I love basketball. Period. And the talent that's coming in, especially after like this March Madness and college season, it's gonna be huge.
Which is very.
So I'm really hoping like the pay starts increasing more and more and more as like more endorsements come, more attraction and everything. Cause I like me some basketball and WNBA. I know it gets like a lot of shade from other people, especially like guys, but it's fun to watch.
It is. I mean, there's a famous like view that like the WNBA isn't entertaining to watch. And it just comes from people that I don't think watch the games. Because if you watch a Caitlin Clark game versus like the Chicago Sky and Angel Reese, that game is competitive, fun to watch. I mean,
Listen,
it is. It's not the NBA. I'll say that.
Let me say something, yo.
Don't get us canceled now.
No, hell no, never. I don't even got thoughts like that. But the WNBA, my New York team, the Knicks. The WNBA New York team won a championship.
The Liberty, man.
Shout out Liberty. Hold on. Not even, shout out Liberty, yo.
I was at the game, too. I was at the finals during our fall break, man. I went to both
I
games.
think the year that they won it too, the hockey team from New York also went to the finals.
I know.
And then that was the year we got taken out of the, what was it? Was it the semifinals of the playoffs? The guys, NBA.
That was last year, man.
Was it last year?
Yes, it was last year.
It was last year.
It was
Yes,
last year.
yes. Shout out Liberty, man. Y'all really took it home for us.
I know.
Yeah.
And I love this.
I was hype as hell. I was like, there was only one New York team won. It was like the Liberty. I was like, all right, bet. At least we won.
At least we won. First one in
At
franchise
least
history.
we won.
I was
So
at the game.
Thank y'all for taking it home for us.
I was at the game, right? And the freaking people, you know how there's people that are there to like check your tickets if you go down. I was there. I was chilling with them, and they were out there dancing. They were minding their job. They were telling me, "Yo, go down, go celebrate." I'm just like, damn, I never get this courtesy ever.
So like, yeah,
Like,
dude,
come
listen
on.
to this. Like, the Yankees couldn't take one home. In hockey, we couldn't take one home. The Knicks-
Basketball,
Jesus Christ, the Knicks. The last time we won was probably like when?
1970s.
Yeah.
Thank you so much for coming on this podcast. You've always been my boy, man, and I appreciate you for that too.
That was
And any last things you want to say, bro?
I'm back here next week because I gotta make sure my prediction is right. If Auburn loses, you will not see me.
You'll not see him next week. Okay, we're playing in that account, bro.
I'm hopeful, yes I am hopeful for today. Take the
Playing that account. But I appreciate you. You're my
Sure,
dog.
buddy.
I'll
Catch
catch
ya.
you later if it's a GNG
Y'all stay up. Have a
podcast,
good
man.
day. Stay
And I'll
blessed.
catch y'all later. God bless.
top once again, yeah.